Welcome to Sweet Tree of Life Tarot. Welcome, Leo, beautiful fire sign. Let's go ahead and start your mid-November 2022 reading. Right here we have in the issue, we have the Page of Swords. With the Page of Swords in this occasion, it's in the upside down, which in the reversal, which means that someone is angry or being argumentative, or maybe they're being a little hostile. But definitely a sign of misunderstandings and aggressive exchanges may be involved. So let's see why there's so much hostility here, see what unfolds. In the number 2 position, we have death. Now, death is not what you usually think. It's not like the death of something usually. It means it's, or like a death as in a person or something like that. It's usually meaning a death or a ending of something in order to begin something else. So because something has to end, like a chapter in your life in order to begin another, for example. For some of you, you may be ending a relationship or a way of thinking even, or just simply a habit that you've been trying to get rid of that you want to end up, for example, like you want to stop smoking, and now you're going to start a new chapter in your life to release that habit. That kind of, this is what this is referring to, that change, that a metamorphosis. As you can see here with the butterflies, it also has that metamorphosis of life and change. So it says that life is changed right here in the inscription. It doesn't mean it's taken away. And that's kind of the drive that's keeping you going forward with that new metamorphosis, that new change, starting of that new chapter in your life, or maybe ending a relationship with someone, or just that way of thinking, as simple as that. As far as the creation, we have the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands here, it indicates obviously new ideas and enthusiasm. That's what that card is known for, that creativity, thinking out the box. But because of that, it's also sometimes hard, might be hard for you to create an atmosphere of focus. So what this card is reminding us is create that focus so that you can develop that creative vision that you want, so that your energies aren't scattered and you're kind of like, okay, I'm focusing on this one thing and I'm going to get that done, because you have lots of ideas that are coming up and you kind of want to make them come to fruition. And the only way to do that is by having a little bit more focus. Now, with this card here, because it could be somebody that you're dealing with and your lover, boyfriend, girlfriend, or if it's a business relationship, it could be your business partner, but it is giving up some kind of air sign possibly, with the air being Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius. But I'm also getting a lot of water on this card here, which is a cup, 7 of cups. And as we come to that, you'll see why. But right here, we have the 9 of Pentacles in the number 4 position. So it tells me, okay, this is kind of what gets giving you the energy to build. Now, this card is known for her to being self-sufficient. She's comfortable in her surroundings. You know, she's visualized something that she's wanted, that level of comfort and security, especially because it is the Pentacles. It is the money sign. It's showing that, okay, I'm comfortable in the surroundings. I've made it for myself. It's through a lot of hard work. And this is where I'm feeling content and fulfilled. So that's really positive, that energy that's keeping you going forward, the stability financially, and also death here, where some kind of habit or ending a relationship for some of you, or just a way of thinking. So now as we get here to what you need to dissolve, this is the 7 of Cups. Now, 7 of Cups can be a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Now, 7 of Cups, it is the card of imagination and dreams, obviously. But it also tells me that maybe you might be scattering your energies or dealing with too many options, which is exactly what this other card was telling you that you've kind of created, where you kind of need to create that focus again and rein it in order to kind of make that vision of creativity more into a possibility. But this card is telling us also that some of you might be avoiding responsibilities and refusing to see your true emotions, because you're not even seeing the cup that's being offered over here for you, over here by the fairy. So, and then you have a half moon here, kind of like a waning moon. So you don't see the full light. So you do have to count a lot on your intuition, your gut, your faith, in order to kind of come to some kind of decision, kind of find your path. But it does say that you kind of don't have your feet in the ground, kind of your head in the clouds, meaning you don't have that focus. You have your energies kind of scattered around. So it's all about that focus on this side right now so far. In the middle of the card of the reading, we have the King of Pentacles, very much dealing with financial situations. But he seems, the King of Pentacles is usually seemingly very just steadfast, very secure in where he is, very assured in where he is. So he's one of the better kings to get. He represents prosperity, obviously. He's very reliable and generous, but he's also very knowledgeable, and in a lot of different matters. And even though he's not overly sentimental, it is showing that he is a loving and kind man. So this is giving me the energy that you're very kind, very kind of assured of yourself financially. Again, with the finances, seems like you have very steady finances, or you kind of know where you're at. If it's business related, it's the same way. But right here, where it's showing me you have to dissolve some of this is some other area of your life, possibly with your lover, boyfriend, girlfriend. You probably need, to kind of take a look at that, kind of your intuition, and make sure your feet are on the ground. Or maybe with your business practices here, making sure that you're more like the King of Pentacles, keeping that assured fastness, just kind of sitting there in a very assured way, not kind of waning between other things. Let's see what else unfolds here. In the victory position, we have the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands, I'm sorry, the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands, it's a card of defensiveness, passion, patience, and perseverance, right? So it kind of warns us to watch our surroundings. As you can see, she looks like she's sitting here just resting. But when you can see, she has a line signifying strength. And she is not resting. What she is, she's kind of just sitting there, looking, waiting, watching, observing, before planning her next move. So this is a good thing. So this is in the victory position, is telling you, make sure you take that caution to kind of take a step back, focus on with your surroundings so that you're not kind of caught off guard here, and then move forward. So what you want major kind of card, the World. Now the World here, what is basically an ending of a cycle. It's a promise of a new beginning. So, excuse me, as you can see here in the diagonal, you do have the Death card, which is also a signal of a new beginning. So it's a lot of new beginnings here for you. You have the butterflies, the sign of life, and also metamorphosis and change. You have the World there kind of just humming along. I heard listening to the hum of the universe. So it's that seeking of that perfection that you want, that integration of mind, body, and spirit. And that kind of perfect balance, right? Like she's sitting there and the world is right. And then right here in the trunk of the tree, we have how others see you or you see yourself. As you can see, you have a lot of butterflies here, a lot of symbolism of that transformation, that metamorphosis, that new life. And right here, others see you or you see yourself as the person that takes chances. You're very passionate, confident, enthusiastic, but at the same time, you have a little bit of naivete or and a zest of life. So you kind of have to see that even though you have that kind of sense of, oh yes, I can do it, I'm a risk taker, this card is also about being at that beginning of the journey, to take that leap of faith, right? But when you take that leap of faith, you have to it cautions you also that you have to be aware of your next step. Be more aware of the next step so you don't make a mistake, you don't misstep and fall into this pit, for example, or over this little ledge. So again, it's telling you, okay, it's good to have that energy to keep going forward, start the new beginning, start the new journey. But look at this, make sure you stay still for a little bit, kind of watch and wait before you make that next move. Now, what's radiating out of this reading here, in the root of the reading, is the Knight of Wands. Now, the Knight of Wands is known to be very passionate, very confident, very full of life. Again, like the Fool, right? But he can also be on the negative side. He can be a little bit rash, a little bit arrogant, or insensitive, because he's kind of just rushing into something. So what this card reminds us is, caution to be, kind of like in a rush to do something. Don't be rash. Don't take that quick action. It reminds us to kind of wait and before making the next steps. So you have a lot of messages that are resonating right after the other, just letting you know to stay in focus. And not only that, but yes, go on an adventure or start that new beginning, but think about it before making that next step. Right here, we have the column of mercy, the column of harmony, and then we have the column of severity. As we go back up the column of harmony, you can kind of get a better perspective or a new perspective, hopefully a more positive one, of your situation as well. So, to resume everything here, as you go back up the pillar of harmony, the column of harmony, back up the tree of life, you have the Knight of Wands, ready to take action, ready to go, but reminding you, don't be rash. Be careful not to be insensitive with others, and take that moment to think about it before making the next step. The Fool, yes, you're ready for that adventure, you're ready for that change, you're ready for that leap of faith, but again, take a moment to think about it, and then again, take a moment to watch your surroundings and think about it. So if you don't get anything from this reading, please just make sure you take a moment, think about it, look within, get that perfect balance within. Don't be overly rushed. Get that balance of, okay, before I make this next move, I'm going to think about this, look inwardly, stay focused, because you need a lot of focus to get that creative vision going. And of course, financially, it looks like you're doing well. Let's keep it that way by thinking about things before you're making those next steps, because there are changes coming. As you can see by all the butterflies, there are positive changes and new beginnings for you. And hopefully that way you can turn this page of swords right side up and take one of the qualities from that page of swords as being using their wit and their intellect to solve problems and to diffuse any conflict that's kind of happening here. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you like this mid-November reading. Wishing everybody a happy Thanksgiving, those in the U.S., and just that celebrate. And just being thankful for all of you being here today. I'm really thankful. Have a great time with your family and all the holidays that are coming. Wishing you lots of peace this month, and hoping to see you next month. If you want me to continue to make these videos, please go ahead and subscribe. That way, you want me to continue making the videos for the following month. Also, if you like, you can like and comment and share a video with someone that you think might benefit from this message, and take that positive outlook in life of changes that are happening. Things are usually feel when they're falling apart, they're really not. They're just kind of falling into place. I hope that you have a very good rest of the month, and I hope to see you here next month. Wishing you lots of love, light, and peace. Thank you. See you soon.